All right. Actually, let me pull up the chat. I forgot to pull up the chat if anybody's going to join real quick. Because this kind of was last minute that I put it up. How do I see the thing again?
I have it on tap, so we want to know something from the chat.
Okay. All right.
Margaret Moonlight said,
Back to you.
Still made no sense. No, it's not Video Manager. Actually, it might take up a lot of my internet if I try to pull up the video with the chat. Now I think about it, because last time it was towards the end, my shit was like coming in and out. What the fuck?
what's just wrong with them?
Okay, there we go. What the heck was that?
Oh, that was my phone.
Okay.
It just alerted me that we went live.
Well, it
Alrighty, we're
would
probably
be
gonna
the
start
weirdest
this.
thing I have here this weekend.
Mute, pause, and I'll just be paying attention to the chat. Alrighty, welcome to HPMP JRPG Podcast. I am your host, Shadow Elite, and I'm sorry last week that we didn't have the podcast last week. Was rather busy, had too many people over here, couldn't do it. So let's go off the introductions. This is all we got for this episode, so bear with us. So go ahead, Souls.
Hey people, what's up? You can check me out at Solo Souls on YouTube, and I go by Souls. But let me just say one thing: February is going to be lit for games. Let me just say that.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot coming out in February.
Get ready.
Nightmare.
Hey, it's Nightmare. I do stuff on the internet in German and might do something next week. I'm not sure. It's kind of strange. I'm not sure. YouTube is strange for me. Was a strange weekend, so yeah. Glad to be here.
Okay, alright. Blandrew.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Blandrew. You can find me at Blandrew. I talk about Japanese games.
Yeah, you do talk about Japanese games, don't you, Blandrew?
I used to, when I used to upload videos.
Well, you know, I got a bone to pick with you, my friend, alright?
I'm listening.
You know, I'm hurt, man. I'm really hurt, man. Like, you just took my heart and you stomped on it, man. Alright, you were on the Weapon Wheel podcast.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, there are two things, but the first thing I want to talk about, because it pertains to JRPGs, is that when they got to the topic of NeoGAF Most Anticipated Games of 2016, and I saw on the list that Persona 5 was second, and you didn't say anything about that. You didn't spread the Persona 5 gospel, man.
I was trying, man.
Happened, man.
It's a bro podcast. I don't think they'd care.
No. See, you make them care. Make them care, okay? If I was on there, I would have made them care about that thing, all right? I was like, wait, well, I see Persona 5 on here. I'm like, wait a minute, Blandrew's here. Blandrew, why didn't you say anything? Let them know. Represent. Exactly. I'm like, yo, nigga. Oh, my God. I'm like, he's not going to say anything about Persona 5. Oh, man, I got to stop. I can't watch this anymore. But there was another thing as well. Now, this doesn't pertain to JRPGs, but I played the game, and I was like, how are you going to give up on Last of Us that early?
Oh, I didn't find it fun when I played it. It was boring.
Bruh.
Like the intro part was boring. So it may be good, like Metal Gear Solid 3, how it was boring at the beginning for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just bought it again.
I thought the intro, like, seeing Joel when he was, before all, shit broke loose, I thought that was where it gets good. Like, that's what brought you in.
Like, everybody, that's what grabs you. That's what puts you in there. Like, you're invested now.
Like, everybody on YouTube was crying. I didn't even care.
Oh, man, dude. You gotta play the game more, man. You gotta get to those ladders, man. All right, so we're gonna move on to the topic. So some of this stuff is kind of like a couple of weeks, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. So Oculus Rift, it got its price point, and it's expensive as all hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would be buying it.
Yeah.
I would have to like get like a test thing to see how this VR thing works out.
Yeah, plus don't you need a good computer for that?
Yeah, you need a hella good. You need like a high end.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
That's really crazy. But how do you guys think that that VR is going to translate well for JRPGs? Do you think they can do it, or do you think it's going to take way too much time? Honestly, because I don't even know if VR is going to take off.
I don't think VR would benefit JRPGs like really. I think that's more like a first-person type thing that it would like really shine, not something in JRPGs.
I mean, maybe later down the line, but I think it's not worth it right now, especially since most JRPGs are more character-focused, and the problem is if you are in first person, you will likely don't get voiced protagonists because they all want to do the blank slate, and I don't know if that is actually preferably in some games like that. So
I can see something like, and now this is long down the line. Like imagine Persona. Now you create your own character anyway. Imagine walking through the city as a like in the Persona setting, and doing the same thing you would kind of do in a Persona. I can see something like that working, but that's just way down the line.
Yeah.
That's true, but I'm playing like Xenoblade Chronicles X now, and I would love to just be exploring that world, like inside the world that VR could offer. That would be freaking awesome. But like you guys said, it's it's way too far down.
Well, technically, it's interesting because a lot of companies out there try to justify VR for now as a experience where you can make tourism via VR. So you could, for example, go to Paris while you're sitting in your home and just using the VR, and it could be working. Mine, it's not the same, but
Well, how exactly does this like work? Do you like take control of like the character's eyes or something, or are you just like closer in that world?
Well, the VR, especially the Oculus Rift, has a gyroscope installed, so your head movement is tracked by the device. So you see what the character would see in most times it is.
That's only like first person though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it works like very well with RPG. If you could see what like coming through the main characters in RPGs, like where most of them are third person, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
but just having it like zoomed in on the character, nah.
Yeah, I was about to say. Plus, most JRPGs are just like not even first person, right?
Yeah.
Well, like if you like the Dragon Quest games, they were kind of like first person in their battle system, so
it could dungeon
probably work. Yeah, it could probably work with those maybe.
Yeah.
Nah.
But like if you're looking at like a Tales of, I don't know if that's gonna work too well.
Nah, that's you gotta create a whole different type of game if you're going for a Tales VR game.
The problem now is that VR has no motion tracking that works well for persons. Like walking on a place or something like that is still very hard for some devices. So it might not give the immersive experience that you may want. So it will work at some point, but we have to work for it a hard way. And I'm not sure if the Japanese developer actually liking this idea. I know that some like the idea, but that are the not so well interested in gameplay, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about if Japan was even interested in VR.
Yeah.
I know the U.S. and everything else, they're trying to make VR the next freaking motion control thing, but I gotta see it for myself. Like I gotta go somewhere and actually like try it out for free, and then be like, oh, okay, yeah, VR could definitely work out. But for now, I don't know, man. Way too much.
Like I was saying earlier, I tried.
I think it's gonna. honestly. Like motion controls.
You want robotic again.
Yeah.
What happened?
You're
Oh,
playing
wait, name's
RoboCop
so
on
good.
my
Me? I did?
NRS. Yeah.
Is it okay now, or was it still?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound good now.
Oh, okay. So, go ahead. So, if you
Oh, yeah.
if you were making a point.
Oh yeah, well, like I was saying earlier, the only thing I tried in VR because I got my brother the Samsung Gear for his S6, and that was $100. That wasn't really expensive. Only thing I tried was the whole LeBron James experience, and it was actually pretty awesome. It was like very, I guess you can say futuristic. So, I mean, there's still a lot more things that it still has to come a long way before you actually get really immersed into it. But this was, I guess, a phone device, so I guess. It's really limited there, but for what it was a pretty good experience overall. So, I mean, I'd like to see what happens in the future.
Where did you get that VR thing from?
Oh, it was at Best Buy.
Oh, it's at
And
Best Buy?
it was just funny too because when I asked the lady, she didn't even know what it was. She thought I was talking about something from space or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she was like, I don't know what that is, but I'll see if we have it.
I gotta go there and see if I can try it or something like that. I didn't know it was that cheap.
Yeah, it was only
But then
$100.
you gotta have the right phone. You said, right?
Yeah, you gotta have an S6. That's the only reason why I got it because my brother had an
Okay.
S6.
I got a G3. I got an LG G3, so I can't
Hey, I got
mess
the
with
G2. I got to upgrade.
Well,
Yeah,
you don't
I
have
gotta
to
upgrade
use you don't have to use the Oculus Rift as the only device. There are some cheaper devices in the range of $200-$300 that work as well, and I think you should try out they. And Steam is working on their own VR device, so might look at that. They may be cheaper.
I had no idea there were other VR devices. Holy crap! But PlayStation
Yeah,
doing
you
their
can try
own
the
VR
cardboard. You can try the cardboard.
Yeah, that works also quite well. The Google Cardboard.
Yep.
Wait, that's a thing.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
that's a thing.
That's kind of like the 3D goggles they had for Metal Gear Acid. You know, the PSP game. There was something like that included.
This is
Nobody
actual real
remembers
thing.
these
What
games.
the?
Nobody
What
remembers
the
these
hell
games.
is Google thinking?
But yeah, it's basically just
actually
cardboard
legit, like,
with two lenses
have-
in it.
That's oh my god, Google, really? You got all that money? I don't know what to do.
Hey, it's a cheap alternative.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, might work too.
watchmojo.com.
Oh,
You guys
God.
know watchmojo.com?
Did they
Yeah.
steal your
Heard of 'em.
videos?
Mhm.
Yeah, they do a whole bunch of top 10s and whatnot. They did a
Yeah.
top 10s on forgotten JRPGs.
Yep, I watched it.
And I was curious. I'm like, how is Tales of Vesperia
Hmm.
an honorable mention?
Yeah.
I don't understand. First of all, is honorable mention as I understand it is just that they should have been on the list or they should have been number one.
Yeah.
Well,
They should have been number one.
I think it's not forgotten as much as other games, so I think it didn't make the list. So
Maybe they meant it as in they forgot to put it in the list.
Well, when I do honorable mentions, it just means like it would have been like 11 through 15 or something like that if
Yeah.
you were to be on the list.
Oh, okay, but still, I don't think Tales of Vesperia warrants to even be an honorable mention. I
Yeah,
think it's
that's
like
not- that's not-
one of the best Tales games.
It really is.
Like, okay, yeah, in the States, we didn't get the PS3 version. We got this crappy now, 360 version. And yeah, sure, that's the case, but it definitely doesn't deserve to be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you go over Tales of
People
Vesperia,
still want
I would probably think.
People want an HD or a PC port of the 360 version if they can't get the PS3 version.
Honestly, I would want that shit.
Yeah.
I would love to play Tales of
Just to play it
Vesperia
again,
again. I don't
yeah.
have a 360. I don't have a 360 right now, and I don't think they're ever gonna make it backward compatible on the Xbox One because Namco Bandai they're pretty much in charge of that.
yeah, but
Yeah,
they like their PC port, so you might see it happen. I think it's not impossible.
It would have to come with everything the PS3 version came with. That would be
Yeah.
the thing. and that would probably be too much work for them. But then again, they're slowly putting all the Tales of games on the PC. So I was just baffled by that, how Tales of Vesperia is on it. When I first played Tales of Vesperia, actually, I didn't care for it all that much. But as I went back and thought about it and played it more, I really enjoyed it, and I can really see why it's one of the best Tales of games.
Mm-hmm.
It just definitely, it's not forgotten.
No.
Alrighty, so I guess we're gonna move this along.
One thing I want to say, I think Watch Mojo has too much free time because they made top 10 list about nearly anything. Best ice cream flavor.
It's like one of those.
That's
Well, there's
like
the best ice
what?
cream flavor, obviously.
Wait, Cookies and Cream was the number one, right?
I'm not sure.
Oreo.
I didn't watch it, but I don't have so many time in the day.
Well, I subscribe to them because I get good stuff to watch when I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, fill out the empty slots.
Alright, so Square Enix, they held a Dragon Quest conference for its 30th anniversary.
Ah, yeah, I missed out on that one.
And you apparently
didn't miss anything.
Much. You didn't miss anything at all.
You did.
Apparently. they done fucked it up. So,
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I just heard about it because
The best thing
what I read
about that the best thing about that conference was the comment section. Like, that's how boring it got.
It got to one point where I don't know, the director of the game was showing off his photos to to Disney World. I was like, what?
What the heck?
Like, who the hell wants to see this? Where's Dragon Quest XI? I don't care about your goddamn visit to Disney World. I can go to Disney. Well, I can't really go to Disney World anytime. But I'm just saying, like, I don't care about your life that much. If I wanted to see that, I follow you on Instagram or freaking Facebook or some shit, you know?
Well, this is like Square Enix. This shows how Square Enix cares about Dragon Quest.
And they didn't even show anything about Dragon Quest XI. How do you do that? How is this the 30th anniversary? You're celebrating the 30th anniversary, and you don't show anything on Dragon Quest XI?
Or Dragon Quest Heroes 2, which launches in like May or something.
Yeah. That game launches soon, relatively soon. You telling me you don't have anything like an honest to God trailer?
Yeah, I found it funny because like I knew I missed out on it, so I was just waiting for some news article to pop up about something from the conference, and I was like, "Dang, what's up? It's dry."
Yeah, I was like, I was at work, and I was like, "Oh, this conference is going on. I would love to watch it. Like, too bad I can't watch it." Turns out I ain't miss a damn thing.
All they did was show the exact same trailers from the first time. It was
they really did
waste of time.
Oh my God! How are you gonna do that? That doesn't make it. It's the 30th anniversary.
I know. It's like going to E3 and showing like E3 2014 stuff.
That would be terrible. This is like the worst thing I've. Square Enix needs to just. I don't know what they're doing. Well, we got a whole bunch of Final Fantasy topics soon. We're gonna talk about Square Enix failures.
Oh, wow.
In a minute. Oh my God. This don't make no sense. This baffles the crap out of me.
Nah, they just don't care anymore.
They really should care because they're not on top anymore. Like in terms of like JRPG quality, like I expect their games to be like graphically amazing. But as far as like what's number one right now, it's pretty much Atlus and Persona.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I think.
And I'm not sure if it's sad or good, because it's sad for Dragon Quest and kind of Final Fantasy, but it's also good for Atlus. So
it's good for Atlus because Persona 5 is going to be amazing.
Yep,
it's going to be one of the best games on existence. See, I can talk forever about Persona 5. See, Blandrew, you need to do that, all right, Blandrew? All right? All right? All right, next time you go on a podcast... If
they got into a topic about Nier, I would have been there.
Nier. See, not talk...
I forgot this. I was going to tweet it out, but I'll just tell you. Hey, Blandrew, I picked up Nier.
Clap it up for Souls. Clap it up for this man.
Did you play it?
Not yet.
See,
Just because I don't want to get invested into it yet.
You're not buying waifu simulators like somebody else I know.
yeah, bro. I'm already invested into this series, so I might as well just keep going with it. All right.
Yes.
It's like the Hyperdimension Neptune is here. That's like the only like waifu game I honestly buy anymore. Like, cause the rest of it is just the rest of it is bad. And Hyperdimension Neptune ain't perfect either. Well, it's far from perfect, but I'm already invested into this series.
Yeah, I was tempted between that collector's edition though, just because that skin on the PS4 looked tight.
That's
and
really why I got it.
and the was it the Knights of Azure blue thing?
Yeah, I was thinking about buying that. I was thinking about going on it. I was like, how much is it? It's like $100.
It's not. It's more than a Hyperdimension, and it looks like less.
Yeah, it's like $89.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Azure is like $100, and it just doesn't look like it comes with enough to warrant $100.
And Knights of Azure to me doesn't even look that interesting for me to play through.
It really doesn't.
It looks pretty generic.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like the character designs look pretty good. It's just that the gameplay just doesn't look like something I need to go out and play like at the moment, like when it comes out.
It looks like an Atelier Muso game.
That's exactly what it looks like, and that's why I always feel about the Atelier games. I don't care that much about them. I mean, I like them, but I just don't care enough to play them, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Who's playing Xenoblade right now? X.
Not me.
Nobody. I can't.
I can. No Wii U.
You can't? No Wii U.
No Wii U.
I have it. I just haven't put it in yet because I want to finish this theory first.
I mean, they discussed the backwards compatibility of the NX, so I might jump in late because I'm not thinking I would buy a Wii U. It's not the system I want, and if it's backwards compatible, I might get it. You know, it's not bad. It's just it's not my kind of console anymore, and might the next one from Nintendo.
It really isn't. It's a disappointment of a console in my opinion. It really is. I mean, honestly, I got the Wii U because of Xenoblade Chronicles X. I mean, I don't regret buying the Wii U for the Xenoblade Chronicles X, but I'm not gonna tell anybody to go out and get a Wii U because of Xenoblade Chronicles X. No way.
Yeah, just wait for a deal. There's always deals popping up though.
Yeah, that's true. So, speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles X, so Xenoblade Chronicles X sold more in the U.S. than it did in Japan. Like, by a lot. Like, hold on, let me pull up this article real quick. Because it almost, like...
People was hyping it up. That's the reason why I got it. The hype
it
was
overlapped.
crazy for
it sold... Xenoblade Chronicles X sold over 200,000 copies in its opening month, nearly doubling the game's sales in Japan.
I think Japan is just not into open world games.
That's true, but I think Japan, they liked their first Xenoblade Chronicles, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that did. Yeah, that did really good actually.
But I think this has something to do with the fact that the Wii U is just not so popular a console. I mean, they have still not sold enough copies than one of the more copies than one of the worst Call of Duties. So that is sad because I think the Wii U is way better than any Call of Duty game. So you know, it's just that bad for Nintendo, and I think it has nothing to do with the quality of the game or if they like it. It's just I think people are just done with the system, and I think in America, but people still care and still want it, and you know there is nothing else like it. I mean, what else can you play that is like this? Like this game?
There's definitely nothing. Well, like Xenoblade Chronicles, yeah, there's definitely nothing like it. But the Wii U and the Game Pass, it's just stupid. But yeah. So speaking of the sales, because it doesn't sell, in 2015, 2015 was the worst year in Japanese gaming.
Says who?
On record. Destructoid said has this article up. 2015 was the Japanese games industry's worst year on record, apparently.
As far as like what sales or like game quality?
Sales pretty much.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Well,
because the Wii U, it sold 82,000 in 2015 in Japan, which that's pretty bad.
well, yeah, but it's not the only console. I mean, there is another Japanese console that sold way better. You know, the thing with the 4 in it. And
Yeah,
I think the problem is just that the generation has not started, and Japan is always a little bit late in the console generations. And I think the reason it's such a bad year is just they haven't brought their A game right now, and it will. I'm pretty sure that the next year will just be better. I guess. I think alone Persona 5 will just blow it out of the water. I mean, I'm so many copies in the millions. Everybody will want one. Everybody want one.
Well, that's not true. Everybody's gonna buy Persona 5 over any other game. But, the sales is kind of interesting. The hardware sales, of course, the 3DS is number 1.
Yeah,
About 2 million. Jesus Christ. The PS4 is at 1 million. The Vita is still going strong in Japan. It's almost at a million units sold in Japan. The Vita is still viable. It's just not viable anywhere else.
yeah. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I really do like the Vita. I mean, like, I don't understand why Sony won't support it enough. Okay, I guess like sales will speak for themselves. If it's not selling, then why try to go hard on it when your other thing is selling a lot more? The PS4 is selling a lot more and doing a lot better.
Yeah, they put the Vita on sleep mode because they just get digital releases, and it works for the fans, but it's not as near as successful as in Japan. But you know, they like the Vita, and it has good software on it. You just have to search for it, and JRPGs are just big supported there. I mean, you know.
Exactly.
I think at this point, like with the Vita, they're just like at a point where, you know, only thing selling right now is JRPGs in Japan for the Vita, so they're just sticking to it.
Yeah, it's like they want to say that they give up on it on the western side, but they don't want to actually, you know, say that, come out and say that.
Yeah.
Because I could definitely see it. Like, let's just say like the end of the Vita's life cycle was 2020 or something like that, 2021 or whatever. I could see them pulling the plug on it on the Vita like 2 years earlier everywhere else except for Japan. Like just completely stop supporting it because it just doesn't do that well. I mean, when you're up against a monster like a 3DS, that's just
and 3DS against Monster Hunter too. So that was one of the biggest things pushing the PSP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Sony couldn't secure on the PSP on their I mean, what am I saying? I don't know why Sony couldn't secure Monster Hunter on the Vita because it's the number 1 game.
Capcom just didn't want it to happen. They said it wouldn't sell, and they made it. I mean, there is a PlayStation 3 version of Monster Hunter. It's just only available in Japan, and it didn't sell well, and so they said, no, this is not how the consumer wants it. So I
didn't know there was a.
Yeah, it's. I didn't know that because for a long time because a friend of me told it. She said he imported it, and it is fun, but it's the only one available on PlayStation 3, and you know that's sad. That's just sad that Capcom didn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
So
it's just basically sales are terrible in the Vita, so they want to sell more games, so they put it on 3DS, which is winning right now.
Well,
it looks not so good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think if Monster Hunter was on the Vita, it probably would have did a lot. It probably would have helped the Vita sales a lot. Well, maybe not anywhere else, but definitely in Japan. I guess, yeah. Well, they made the right choice. They definitely made the right choice going with the 3DS if you're going from a business standpoint.
Yeah. I think that's what it pretty much boils down to, though.
What else? You got Yokai Watch was second most sold. First one was Monster Hunter. That was the best-selling one, of course. Yokai Watch was second. Animal Crossing, Splatoon, Dragon Quest VIII. Surprisingly, wow, was one of the best in 2015.
Well, good games sell well.
well, I guess Japan really doesn't care about that pixelated look that Dragon Quest VIII has on the 3DS. You got Super Mario Maker, Monster Strike, Yokai Watch 2, Rhythm Heaven, and then coming in at number 10, surprisingly, is Fire Emblem Fates.
Really?
Yeah, it's like how it's got 500,000 sold, 500,000.
Oh, it's probably because of the two versions thing. Well, yeah, the two versions thing.
Well, it's both. Yeah, it's true, because
Yeah.
both of them are on this list, and yeah, they messed up with the two versions thing. That's just stupid.
Yeah,
If they put it as one, it's probably going to sell a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how was that versus the sales of Fire Emblem Awakening? Awakening probably did way better.
That's a good question.
I think the Fire Emblem fandom is just not interested in a multi-version game. We're not ready for the Pokemon stuff yet.
Yeah.
But if Nintendo forces it for a long time, it will eventually work. It's just how it gets.
I can't wait to play Fire Emblem. Is Fire Emblem Fates coming out in February?
That's why I say February is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
What games are coming out in February? I need a list here because my wallet's
First
going
off,
to get raped.
Digimon Hype. That's the first one, February 2nd. Get on that
Yeah.
train.
Jesus Christ. I gotta
And
buy
then
that
there's
new one.
Naruto.
Ah, yes, Naruto.
Where's Naruto going up to?
I think it's the end of the series.
Yeah, it's the last
Wow,
one.
really?
Four.
Is it-
No, it's not. It's not. They confirmed it because, well, the manga continues, so it's not the last.
Wait,
Well,
they're,
Ultimate
the end of the
Storm
Storm
series.
series. Yeah, the end of the Storm
Yeah.
series, I think.
wait, they're continuing Naruto story or Boruto?
Oh, yeah, no, they're doing the Boruto anime series, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's been confirmed for an anime?
Yeah.
I should have known. I should have freaking
It
known.
was too good to be true.
It was too good.
Yeah.
I was like Naruto just died. I was like, Naruto was part of my childhood. I'm done with Naruto. It's over. They're gonna make me follow Boruto for the next 14
Yeah.
or some shit.
Kishimoto just has no spine. He cannot stop.
Well, I don't know. If you got ideas, you're gonna keep going in on it.
Yeah, I guess if you can still make that money, then go ahead and get yours.
Yeah, go ahead and get yours. And they probably giving him some good.
And then he's not even
money.
like gonna be pretty much in there making it, so it's like mailbox money for him probably.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just cashing them checks. Like those checks just come in the mail. He's just like, oh, okay, all right.
Hey, he wants the Yu-Gi-Oh money. I can get that.
What other games are coming out?
Let's see. I actually have a list.
There's Mighty Number 9.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
finally coming out.
Yeah, I know.
Come out in 2014 or some shit. Like,
Yep.
what happened to that?
It was supposed to come out in like spring and then February and then fall and then it got pushed again. So
Yeah. But this time it will release this time. They
Yeah,
have
it has to.
put on the demo and it looks very finished. So yeah, they will come.
Wait, is it demo out?
For backers was a demo out.
Oh, okay, for backers.
Oh yeah, the Gravity Rush Remaster is coming out too on PS4 in February.
Oh, that came out already.
for Japan.
2nd.
Oh, Japan. I might cop that too.
There's Attack on Titan for the import
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're into that.
I think I'll wait for the English release of that one.
I'm imported, gotta get them views, you know.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, shamelessly admitting, like, I'm gonna get those views for that. Upload the opening.
Feel you.
Get me on my views.
But I really want to say, I want to see how this game plays, because all of the footage we saw until now looks very boring, actually.
Is that the one with is that like the I forgot the company name, Omega Force or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Koei Tecmo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
And it's a little bit strange, because the people who make Dynasty Warriors games where you fight masses of enemies give you now a game where you are the mass. It's strange. It's strange.
Instead of massive
but
enemies,
it's
you're fighting massive enemies.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, but I hope they step up. The Tokyo Game Show footage looked not so interesting.
They
But
just
we
need
will
to
see.
They need to bump that difficulty, like the Titans just
Yeah.
did that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
if they can get like wild and crazy and it gets like super hard and it's like all you and your friends are going
And
up
a lot of
against
Titans
them.
coming in at once.
Yeah, that could be pretty
Yeah.
cool, but
Yeah.
them just standing there is kind of boring.
Yeah,
Guess-
but the co-op really is promising. I think that's gonna be very fun. That's gonna be a selling point.
Yeah.
So it has online co-op actually. Like you
Yep.
can. Oh.
Yeah, join up. I hope you can party up and like go and kill a horde of Titans.
That sounds too good to be true for anime.
Yeah.
That really sounds too good to be true.
But
It
on the other
sounds
hand,
too
but on the other hand, Omega Force actually included a lot of online multiplayer in the latest Dynasty Warriors games. So I think they really do that, and I really think they dig that. I'm just hoping they don't fuck it up.
Well, actually, it actually doesn't look that well. Graphically, it doesn't look that bad. It looks actually
graphically it's awesome.
really good.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it does. It does actually look like it looks like a game I could play, but I'm not paying no $60 for this game. I'm sorry. I ain't play $60 for J-Star's Ultimate Victory versus.
Hey, I love that game. I don't care what nobody say.
So is that game definitely worth it?
What? Which one?
J-Star, the one on PS3 or the PS4 or whatever.
Yeah, at the price it's at now. Yeah.
How much is it now? $20?
Yeah, I think it's like $29 or $20. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
then
dropped
maybe.
really fast, actually.
Yeah, it did. Well, it did get ported. Well, yeah, I guess it did drop fast.
Yeah. I mean, the problem most people say it's just that the gameplay is not just so diverse, and you have not much to do.
Just
So
straight away
it's
from
for-
story mode.
yeah, and that's might be the problem that many people see, because a lot of people play fighting games because they can play it forever, and
Yeah.
it does not look like this. But if you have fun, it's well worth it.
I pretty much built my channel on that game.
Oh, what game?
J-Stars.
Yeah,
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
you should have seen him. So many times he get decimated by Kenshiro. It's not funny anymore.
I hate him.
Well, Kenshiro is kind of a badass, so you can't really blame
Yeah,
him.
true. True.
Other games are coming out, and Hyperdimension Neptune is also coming out.
No one
Yeah.
cares.
Why are you hating for him, man? You don't
didn't
understand, man.
Hey, when was that daggone Senran Kagura supposed to come out? Didn't they say it was coming out first quarter?
They said it was coming out in winter of 2015.
Uh,
Of course, they came out and said it's coming out in 2016, but who knows when it's actually coming out?
well,
Okay, yeah, that's another game I would actually buy. That goes along with lines of Hyperdimension Neptunia.
I'm right down there with you.
isn't February the release of the Japanese version of the Kantai Collection Vita game?
I don't know.
Because I'm interested in that. I actually tried out the browser game version, and it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
like
I know it's popular.
it's not the best game, but it has an interesting depth to it. And I'm not sure if I can say this out loud, but I'm kind of digging the Warship waifus.
Oh wait, that game?
Oh yeah, that game.
Oh, that game. That's just like
That
every anime website I go on. I swear to God, I see.
I see. Exactly. That's what I said.
That's
It's
true.
popular.
Yeah, it's the new Toho. It's the new Toho.
Yeah, it was that. Troll was popular at one point.
Yeah,
And then
but
this game.
it's
What's
just
it called? Kantai Collection.
Kantai Collection. It's insanely popular, and it has so many characters, and it's just very big, and you can lose yourself in it. But it's not so hard to set up. I mean, I could give you a tutorial on it. I mean, I have put it up multiple times over the weekend.
It's kind of interesting how a game like this. It's pretty much just the characters that's pretty much selling this game out. It's like
I'm not
if you're a good drawer and you can make cute characters.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly.
And it clicks with Japan. You will make money. You will just make bank. You get the
A lot
right
of
character
people-
designs. Forget it.
A lot of people make their career out of this, and it actually works. But it's actually fun to play. It's actually fun to play.
Okay, wait. So what is the game about exactly?
Well, you are the admiral of a fleet of ship girls, and you fight against an alien invasion, more or less. It has no real story to talk of. It's just a game, you know.
So how's the gameplay? What is the gameplay like? Is it like a turn-based thing, or is it like a? Oh, it's a browser game, of course.
It's a browser game, so most of the combat is automated. So you have actually to improve your fleet and see how it plays in the end, and you can use tactics and all that. It's not so difficulty or interesting, but for a browser game, the composition of units is actually quite interesting. I must say, for a browser game that is free, it has a lot to offer, and cute ship girls,
So it's 80% cute ship girls, 20% whatever else. Or is that being too nice? It's probably like 90%.
I'm not sure. I think everybody has to play it for himself to judge it. I actually like the gameplay, but I'm not sure if I care a lot about all the girls I have, because I'm kind of on the limit right now because I have too many doubles, and this pisses me off sometimes. But it's fun to play. Try it out.
Stop trying to build your own harem, man. All right, it's not gonna work out too well. Oh man. All right, so we're still on the February releases.
Yeah.
Is still more or?
Yeah, Symphonia HD comes out.
Oh shit! Really?
Yep. I think the same day.
Why?
Too many things come out on the 2nd. We got Digimon, Gravity Rush, Mega Dimension, and Symphonia.
This will hurt the sales of a lot of these games.
What day is Street Fighter V?
The 16th.
Damn, that comes out too in February.
February.
Same day as Project Cross Zone 2.
Oh god.
February too?
Really?
Yeah, February.
Oh my.
Jesus.
And then Arslan, The Warriors of Legends, Naruto Ultimate 4, Shin Megami Tensei Final, and Mighty Number 9 all comes out on the 9th.
Oh god.
Damn.
I have not enough organs to sell.
The month?
I said February is crazy.
This feels like the freaking holiday season for JRPGs.
Yeah.
Or just games or something. A lot of games are coming out.
2016 is the year.
It's like February's lit. Shit. I didn't know Project Cross Zone 2 was coming out. Oh, man.
Yeah, I forgot all about that game.
I did too.
That too.
I don't think I'm getting that day one though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that tax return real fast. I'm gonna have to freaking go on that TurboTax. I'm gonna have to get that shit real fast. Oh my god, yo,
Maybe you'll win $1,000.
H&R Block. I do my own. I used to go to H&R Block, but they be screwing the crap out of me.
I know, I used to too. They charge way too much.
Yeah, they charge way too much. It was like I was getting back like a good G or something like that, and they were gonna charge me like almost $200 to get it. And I'm like, huh? So I did on TurboTax. I got the same amount, and and I didn't have to pay anything. So I was like, what the fuck? All you gotta do is put in some numbers, and that's it. Oh my god, yeah.
Then we got March. Oh my gosh.
What's going on in March?
Okay, so
Dead or Alive Extreme 3?
Oh my god. Wait, didn't that come out already?
Nope.
No, they got delayed.
Yep. And because it's only an Asia release.
Why did that get delayed? What was the reason for this one? They want to make the bruise right. They want to make the jiggle physics better.
They weren't jiggly enough.
Oh my god! Why did they delay that game?
I'm not sure, but it will happen. So don't get blue balls on it.
I had to get jiggy with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never like I looked at it. I like the Dead or Alive fighting series, and I like the eye candy and stuff like that. But every time I go in the PlayStation Store and I look at all the DLC that's available for Dead or Alive, I'm like, holy shit! They make money because people actually pay for all this stuff, and who's paying for the actual guy costumes? Ain't nobody paying for the guy costumes. Get the fuck out of here!
I put Ryu in a Christmas outfit.
But it gets kind of ridiculous because, wow, this is the biggest costume select screen I have ever seen. It even surpasses the over ridiculous part of the costume selection from the first Dead or Alive on the PlayStation. they had a lot of costumes, but this is just ridiculous.
Instead of all that DLC, just start making a new game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's what makes money.
Fucking
It sells. It
Yeah.
sells.
But yeah, I don't know. This will be the first Dead or Alive dating sim, actually. That will be strange.
Japan
And fun.
would jump all over that. Japan would
But
just
anyway.
love all that.
Back to the March releases, we got
Yeah, please.
The Witch and the 100 Nights revival. If anyone played that on PS3,
I never
didn't
cared
really
for
care-
that.
I didn't care for it either
I
at
didn't
all.
care for that at all. I looked at the gameplay and I was like, this is not the type of game I'm going to be able to play.
Very boring.
I mean, if you were playing as the blonde girl the whole time, then fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going into it. I think
Yeah,
you're doing.
I thought. I honestly wait. First, I thought it was going to look like Disgaea. That's
Me
first of all.
too.
And then it just ended up looking like a 3D. I don't want to say piece of crap.
Pokemon mystery dungeon type thing.
Yeah, like you're controlling this candle thing. I'm like, what's going on here? What's the blonde girl? But yeah.
I have a chat update. They say Disgaea for PC is also coming in February.
Oh yes, that's right. The first one.
Hey, which one?
The first one.
Well, which 100 Night?
The first Disgaea game.
Oh, that's coming to PC. Oh yeah, it says that's coming to PC.
That should be cool. For people who didn't play it.
Well, I think the graphics are a little bit too dated for me now to go
They
back
are.
and actually play it.
I think so too.
Yeah, they're just too dated. I mean, if they went back in and they redid all the graphics, I would have been like, oh, day one right here.
Disgaea 2, day one. Yeah, put that up there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can deal with that. Disgaea 2 with
The PSP version, actually.
Yeah, exactly. I can go with Disgaea 2, but Disgaea 1, not all that much.
Yep. Okay. Now back to the March releases. Zelda, Twilight Princess HD, Pokken Tournament, which I'm looking forward to that one. That looks
Hold
pretty
on.
fun.
How many more Zeldas again before they actually get to the next Zelda?
I'm hoping this is the last. No, wait. We still got the one on the 3DS, the remake of Hyrule Warriors, and this one.
Oh my
I think
God.
that should be it.
they
But
just milking
they'll
it.
find something else before.
Yeah,
that.
they're just milking it out until they get the next mainstream Zelda going on.
Yep.
Is that supposed to come out this year though? The mainstream Zelda one?
It's supposedly.
It
It's
could be.
supposed to.
It's
But
gonna, they're gonna delay it, and it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna come out on an NX. On NX.
Wait, have they ever really given us a estimated date for that?
I believe I saw a video. They were doing like top 5 delays or something like that. They said that it was supposed to come out in 2015.
Mm.
And they
Oh
were
yeah,
like,
somebody just commented. That's right.
they
we
were
got
so
we
sure
still got
about
Skyward Sword.
oh my God. I don't even care for Zelda that much. I just feel sorry for the Zelda fans.
Nah.
And the Wii U could use it so badly. It's not even funny, but
On the other hand, they speculate if Link is this time a girl, so screw them.
Oh, that's probably gonna be the next Zelda game after the one on the Wii. It's gonna be a female Link. They're already setting it up, probably.
well, I didn't want to
The
make Link
internet.
female. Come on.
I don't know, because the internet.
Yeah. So you said Pokemon tournament, Pigman tournament.
Yeah,
or-
Pokken Tournament.
I heard that wasn't as good in Japan. Like people didn't like it in Japan that much.
I think it was mostly in arcades. Well, yeah, I think it was mostly in arcades.
But how
Yeah,
is
well,
that
it's just
possible? It definitely looks fun. Definitely looks like a good game. They don't have my main Pokemon in it though, so I can't get it though.
Who's that?
Who's your main?
My main is Zangoose.
Zangoose.
Zangoose. That's my Pokemon right there.
I need Scizor.
Oh shit, Scizor too. Yeah, how do you not have Scizor in it though? Scizor. They got Charizard in there, right?
They never know. Yeah, definitely.
they got
They gotta have the mascot.
Charizard, Mewtwo. That's about it. I don't know if I'm gonna pick that up. Maybe if I complete Xenoblade Chronicles X, maybe.
Okay.
Well, what other games are coming out?
Okay.
Hatsune Miku Project Diva X.
Oh, that should
I'm
be
surprised. I'm surprised if people.
Fancy.
Well, people do play that game. I can't play those rhythm games.
I like the ones on
I love
PS3.
rhythm
I don't know if I like the ones on 3DS and all that.
I played the only rhythm game I played. I was DJ Max Portable. and that was good, but it's just that I could never press the buttons right. I was like, I was even putting that shit on easy. I couldn't do it. I was like, I forget this. I just like the music. I'm gonna go download the whole soundtrack.
Let's see. Okay, so after Pokemon Tournament, we got Hyrule Legends on 3DS, the Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness.
Woo! Wait, that's Japan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Got my hopes up.
I think what's actually selling me on that game is that guy with the blonde hair. He's looking pretty cool. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
The guy with the blonde hair? Let me see this. Just looking at that witch girl. That's about it.
They nerfed her, man.
What did they do to her?
They
Oh,
nerfed
no.
that ass.
Oh, my God. Why would they do that? That's a selling point of the game right there.
Yeah. And Knights of Azure comes out on the 29th.
Nobody.
That's it for March. Now, I don't know if we want to run down each month because it may take a long, long time.
Well, there will be a lot of podcasts we have to slog through, so next time we might continue.
Okay, yeah, we can do. Oh, wait. In June, One Piece Burning Blood because
One Piece.
Is it like the J-Stars game, or is that actually like a 2D fighter thing?
yes. It's like J-Stars, like in terms of 3D fighter, but a little bit more. It has a little bit more depth to it.
I hope they can improve on the One Piece fighters we had in the past, because some of them were not too uninteresting, but a little bit simplistic.
You didn't like those Power Stone clones on the PS2 and GameCube?
Yeah.
I mean,
wait.
Like,
You talking
most
about
anime games, right?
Grand Battle and stuff?
Grand Battle. Yeah.
Grand Adventure,
I
things
thought
like
those
that.
were fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I thought it
don't
was
think
nice.
they were fun, but we're a little bit bare bones on the fighting, you know? I wanted a little bit more depth, because
Yeah.
you can make so much more with the characters, I think.
That's one of the things I don't like about some anime games. They make them way too easy, and like
They
all it
really-
is really just button mashing the crap out of stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess they wanted it to be accessible for everybody. And I guess everybody's not good at fighting games, but
Oh, yeah.
it's overly simple. Oh, Don
Yeah.
Flamingo's gonna be in it too. Shit.
Yep. Pretty much gonna center around him.
Oh, it is. It's gonna be the whatever,
Dressrosa?
Dressrosa arc. Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta get back on One Piece. I haven't read the manga. I haven't watched the anime. I need to get back on it.
I think the anime
Right.
now is doing Luffy and Gear 4th, so something to look forward to.
Okay, did he just go Gear 4th?
Yep.
Okay, so it's probably a whole bunch of filler stuff happening.
Yeah.
I'm
I just want to
just
throw
checking.
one thing. Rob Lucci, he needs to be in that game.
Yo, Rob Lucci's my dude. He's like he's the best villain in One Piece, I think.
He's really underrated. Like,
He needs to come back. Like he needs to
Yeah.
come back and fight Luffy again. There needs to be a rematch.
I
Him
mean,
and
he's-
Rob Lucci. I mean, I know Luffy's gonna win.
He's cool. I like him for what he is. I mean, come on, he's a guy who can turn into a tiger and has a pigeon.
He's actually
Who
not
had-
crazy.
Yeah, but you know, pigeon.
Like the pigeon, that's the best thing about him. All right, so what other games are we're gonna move on.
Okay.
All right. So this is real quick. This is kind of old news, but I'll say it anyway. Final Fantasy IX, it's coming on the PC, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So why is every time I see that a Final Fantasy game is coming out wherever, it's gonna have like a cheat mode or something like that, no encounters? Why is it a bad thing to actually put those on? People will crucify you if you put those things on.
I think some people just want to get through the game fast, like,
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
just
but
so they
if you
say
want
they
that-
played it, quote
But
unquote.
if you want that, you can just watch a Let's Play. I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you
see,
mean by like no encounters?
like you can enable no encounters, no random encounters if you want.
And that's also on the trend of random encounters dying out.
That
Oh, yeah,
that will be that would be very boring. I mean, then you have nothing to do in the overworld.
Well, let's
Yeah,
just say
are
you're just
you
trying to get to
fighting or
point A to
something?
point B or something like that. You're not really like you don't want to fight. You just want to get to point B real quick. If you turn off the random encounters, well, what's the harm in that?
No, I
Well-
don't think that is harmful, but you know, If I'm not max level, why should I stop fighting?
Yeah,
Well,
I was wondering, are they going to do it like the Final Fantasy VII on the phone where you can max your level out?
I think so. I think they're
So
actually
that's
gonna
probably
do that.
they're probably just letting people run through the game real fast, definitely.
Well, I don't think I would do that. I probably would
I
not.
wouldn't personally either. They should have at least did it like Bravely Default. Bravely Default lets you set the percentage of how often you encounter enemies.
Oh,
Like,
it
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
That's pretty rad.
that's awesome. That's why I said Bravely Default did random encounters in sort of a modern way, which I think a lot more people should take note of and start implementing in their games.
I should pick that up and back up
It's
3DS
real fun.
to play.
Yeah, it makes grinding like way easier because you can set the thing up to 100 and just keep running into enemies. And look, you can play the whole game with one hand. Really, you can literally play it with one hand.
No, wait,
that
really?
sounds wrong.
Yeah.
That
You can play
sounds
it with
wrong.
It didn't mean to come out like that.
I didn't even think about that.
I wasn't thinking about that. Get that out together.
Because we talked about Dead or Alive, and people said, and at one point I could play it with one hand, but that wasn't good.
Play Dead or Alive with one hand.
People definitely do that. They definitely play that a lot with one hand.
I was so good at one point that I could decimate everybody and could play with one hand, but they just would stop talking about it.
Oh my god.
But anyway, yeah, I think Bravely Default was a modern take on JRPGs.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna try to get Bradley second. I'm gonna try to get that game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't honestly know if I'm gonna be able to. I might get it, but I might not play it. And I hate doing that. I hate buying games and not playing them. But that's another thing we gotta talk about. Backlogs.
Yeah,
Oh.
especially when it comes to mobile. No, not mobile, but handhelds.
Yep.
That's true. Like some handhelds, there's like you don't have enough time to play them honestly,
Yeah.
and then you gotta take time out of your day to actually play them. Like I'm playing Summer Night 5. I haven't played Summer Night 5 in like a week or something like that because I've been too busy going in on Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I think I'm 70 hours into the game right now.
Dang.
It's a good game. It's a really good game, but it's got some flaws. So I can't wait to review it.
Okay.
So real quick, why do you guys think it's mostly JRPG gamers that have a huge backlog of games?
That's not like
JRPGs
that.
are long and tedious sometimes.
True,
Yeah.
but if you honestly like the game, like personally, I have this thing where I don't move on to another game until I beat another game. Like I can't just go out and buy games like that. Even though I could, I just can't do it because it feels like to me it's just a waste of money if I don't beat the game at least. But at least if I don't get like a credits rolling at the end, it's kind of a waste of money for me to just buy the game, play for a little bit, and then buy the next game.
I think the reason we have so much backlogs is because a lot of JRPGs just force you to grind, and sometimes this can get boring, and not so many games force you to grind. Most modern games are short and easy to complete, but JRPGs actually need effort. So that's the reason we put them on hold at some point, because we're tired a little bit, and then we come back later, or never.
That is true. Like I almost had that choice with Xenoblade Chronicles X. I was this close to just putting it down for a little bit because it was getting really it was getting boring. It was honestly just getting boring, going around and grinding. But then I powered through it, and now I got to a very interesting and awesome part. So now I'm playing it constantly now. But I don't know. Grinding is it comes with the territory for JRPGs. Like if you buy a JRPG, you know you're gonna have to grind out eventually to beat a boss or something like that. Unless it's like a strategy RPG, in which case you probably have to think of the best strategy in order to win. But even there, you got to grind to get up to the same stats, same levels.
Yep.
I also think that limited editions also tempts us a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's why I'm broke right now.
I was tempted to get that Pokemon, that 3DS bundle.
Oh yeah, that too.
Now, why do you guys want that? Honestly, how many times are you gonna play the first Pokemon Red and Blue?
Look, I have a problem with just buying cool-looking things.
You need to go to rehab, my friend. I played the first Pokemon like 20 countless times, honestly. And
Sometimes I just think you're made of money, like you put a zero in.
But like, yeah, backlogs.
Backlogs suck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the reason my backlog is so huge is because I never buy one game at a time and play. I buy like 10 games at a time, and then and just put them all away and be like, all right, I played that for a couple hours. Let's go to this game, then let's go to the next game, and then it just keeps piling up, and then I don't even finish those games before I buy other games, and then it's just a repeating cycle.
I had that problem a couple of years back. I think I had like 20 games that I was just buying, and I was like, whoa, I was like looking at my collection, and I was like, did I beat this? No, I didn't beat this. Did I beat this? No, I didn't beat. Did I beat this? And I was like, well, I gotta stop.
I think that also comes from back then. Games used to, like, for JRPG players, games used to spike in price when you missed out on it, and you don't know whether or not it can go out of stock at any given point.
So I just bought Bayonetta.
Exactly. Did you get our work out of the way?
For a lot of games, that was one time. That's true.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem in Europe because we don't know how pricing works.
Lucky you.
Yeah, but the games are in shitty condition most of the time, so that's not cool.
So wait a minute. Bayonetta, is that Bayonetta 2 you said you bought, or?
Yeah, the bundle with Bayonetta 1 and 2.
Oh, but it's coming out again, isn't it? In February?
Yeah, it's coming out. Isn't it in February?
Yeah, I think so. But with just 2.
Yeah. So you're not
just
getting
2.
cool.
That's the thing about Wii U, especially. Even if you ain't got a Wii U, buy a game that you think you'd be interested in, because that thing is going to probably jump up in price sooner than you'd expect.
Yeah, probably hold on to Xenoblade.
Because when Bayonetta was on PS3 and 360, that stuff is still cheap today. Now that it's on Wii U, that thing is about $100.
No way.
Same with Devil's Third and Pikmin 3.
Did I keep my Bayonetta? Shit, I don't think I did. Nah, man, I've traded when I got the 360, when I got the Xbox One. Oh man, probably could have sold it on Amazon.
Still have my digital version of a PlayStation 3.
Oh, well, yeah, that doesn't really count too much.
Nah, I don't know.
Bayonetta 1 is probably going to be crazy expensive because they're coming out with just Bayonetta 2.
I'm gonna get that as soon as I take down Xenoblade Chronicles X. As soon as I take it down, it's definitely worth it, right? Bayonetta 2 is definitely
it's very fun. Platinum games.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Why didn't you ask that? I don't question Platinum games.
No.
Platinum God.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's move on to another topic. So let's go on to Final Fantasy news.
Yay.
So Final Fantasy 15 will have 2 different battle modes.
Yeah, what I tell you. Remember I said? Well, but go ahead.
Apparently, it's gonna have one where it's active, and it's like more, I guess, on your toes, and like you gotta be paying attention. And the other one's gonna be like a more of a wait timing, so you can just easily input your commands in.
Similar to Disgaea when you do RPG mode.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I think that's how they're basically gonna go about that. And people are basically saying this is easy and this is like hard mode or something like that. And I'm just saying, like,
one of them is like Platinum Games and the other one. What's up? You can go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this because it's like it's not a big deal. People want to play on an easier mode. Let them play on an easier mode. Why are people saying that it's just you should be able to play on the active mode?
I think this has something to do with the Dark Souls compensating, because we want to play games hard because we want to be hard asses, and it's just if you're weak if you do not make this. But I think it's just not important. I mean, if you want to play it more classic, play it more classic. If you want to play it more action, play it more action. I don't see the problem here. It's just variety, and variety is the spice of life.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, they're giving you options, so you don't have to.
Exactly. You don't have to. You don't have to do it. It amazes me how people in comment sections will go crazy over this. I'm like, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I think it's cool. I mean, options.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have options in more games like this. It's actually an interesting inclusion.
Yeah. It's like I think sometimes people just want to complain.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to Final Fantasy 15, I guess it's warranted given how long we've been waiting, freaking 10 years. So I guess I could see why people are so upset, or they're just complaining about every little thing.
Well, if they would delay it any longer, we get the Duke Nukem Forever backlash, and that is something you don't want to have, because we stopped caring of that game a long time ago, and when it finally released, no one bought it because it was shitty as hell. So
I got a feeling Last Guardian may be something similar to that.
Oh man,
because
not as bad, but it may not be as good.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as good as people are like hyping it up to be, because I think some people are expecting like Shadow of the Colossus type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably not going to be like that, and people are going to slam it for that.
Yeah.
But I really hope it does well. I'm not going to get Last Guardian because I was never interested in it from the get-go.
Yeah, me neither.
But I think they actually show something interesting. This boy and his dog concept is quite cool. I think they could bring that back.
Dog.
I mean, technically, it's a big monster dog, so I guess this counts. A dog into something is a good thing.
We can call it whatever we want.
Yeah.
It's like a black mob.
That's a demon.
Yeah, right. It's mostly going to be platforming. I think Last Guardian might end up being a disappointment.
Yeah, we will see.
Let's see. All right, so Final Fantasy VII Remake. The producer says that 2016 will be the year of preparations.
Oh, so, 2016?
So it's definitely not coming out in 2016. So
hopefully it can make... Nothing really was surprising. I mean,
Plus, do you really want it to come out in 2016 with all this crazy stuff coming out?
Not really, no. Yeah, not really. Because one
that game pushed some.
Because when Persona 5
I said that's going under the radar so hard if it comes out in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's Final Fantasy VII, so it might not go under the radar.
For me.
Oh, for you. Okay, fine. All right, fine. For you, fine. You might like. But I think if even Final Fantasy VII went up against Persona 5, I think Final Fantasy VII will definitely be the winner. Of course. I mean, like I'll get Persona 5.
If that happened, I think that'd break people's wallets. They're gonna get both of them things.
I mean, if they make kind of a marketing campaign and fight against each other and overthrowing them like in the old console wars, that would be fun actually to see how they try to outbid them.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's definitely gonna be. It's not gonna be out in 2016. 2017 is probably what they're aiming for.
Yeah. I'd actually want that.
Yeah.
We don't bet this game is crap. We want that it's glorious.
Yeah. Because we want to make time for
it.
Well, remember it's episodic, so you don't know what's gonna happen with that.
We need to announce how much that's gonna cost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it right now. It's gonna be full price.
Yep, $60 each game.
It's gonna be full price. And if it's like what I'm thinking, they're going up to the end of Midgar, then fine. But if they're just going half of Midgar, like it goes up to the point where you meet Aerith, and they're charging you $60 for that, I'm gonna be pissed.
Here's what my dream would be for it. It'd be pretty much the first part would be pretty much the whole Final Fantasy VII. Then the next part would be pretty much after that.
Or kind of a different story in it altogether.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
just wishful thinking, dude.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I
not
wish.
getting that at all. That's too much for Square Enix.
Maybe they just want to include some of the different concepts. Maybe they're just saying it's episodic, but in truth it's just a re-release of the other games of the Final Fantasy VII collection. I mean, I would not be surprised if we
Yeah,
would just.
that's a good point.
I mean, Digisterverse was not the best game of it, but if re-released and a little bit reworked, it could be fine.
Yeah, it'd be like
least.
Dirge of Cerberus. No, it'd be Final Fantasy with Dirge of Cerberus story. Final Fantasy VII,
Yeah.
the same thing. Yeah.
Was Dirge of Cerberus even good? Because I think I played it like
No,
once.
no,
I
it
rented
was
and
not.
and I was like, I'm not. I don't even care for this. Not that I don't like Vincent, but I'm just like, it didn't even look that good.
I don't know. They were on this vampire craze thing, and they wanted to do that, and we have a vampire, so yeah, why not? So
You remind
Don't
me
know.
of Helsing, somebody from Helsing.
yeah, but Helsing is made better, way better. Cannot beat Helsing.
So, Final Fantasy 15. It's gonna be it's not gonna be 100% open world. It's gonna focus on the best of linear and open world games. And what is the best of linear games?
Story focus.
Yeah, well, I guess Final Fantasy X would probably be the best example, I think.
Yeah, I mean it combines a lot of good elements.
Well, wasn't 13 really linear? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
that
it
wasn't
looked
the-
like it looked
That-
like it was
that-
big, but you really was going in one direction.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. But 10 might be a little bit limited, but 13 was just like one of these shooters. This was more like a Call of Duty game where you just go through a long corridor and just make it. I called it an on the rail RPG because it really is that.
Okay, so yeah, we know 13 will, but what about the sequels? Did the sequels do it right? Did they honestly
No.
fix it?
I haven't played it, so I cannot tell you actually. I just played the demo, and the demo was not very interesting. I know that you choose your level from a timeline, and then you travel into kind of a limited amount of dungeon where you can explore a little bit, but in the end you just fight a boss and then you're done with. So I don't know if that is what we call open worlds. It's
Yeah, that's a
definitely
good point.
something. But
Yeah, it wasn't open. It had like little, like more open areas, but it wasn't open world. Like Final Fantasy 13 was pretty much just a straight line, but this is a
Yeah,
bigger straight line in the other games. So
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Like,
Okay.
it's gonna
it's
look
more
like
it's more like a net structure or a star structure, where it branches off into all the different paths. But it's all the same.
yeah, it's all going the same. It's gonna have the same ending.
That you have to buy.
Yeah, of course. For a
Because
premium.
hey, why not? Making the ending DLC. I think Square Enix cannot steep lower, but
Oh, they can. They definitely can. They will.
Yeah.
They'll find ways. They will freaking find ways.
yeah,
All right.
the limbo continues.
So let's talk about true endings in JRPGs for
Ooh.
a second here. How do you guys feel about like multiple endings?
Mm,
Like you have a bad ending, a normal ending, a good ending, and then you have a true ending. I feel as though the true ending should be there right out the gate. Why do I have to do all these special things or play the
Yeah.
game more than once
I was
in order
about
to
to say,
get
yeah.
a true ending? That kind of just bothers the crap out of me. And then sometimes these JRPGs, they have these most convoluted ways to get the true ending. It's just like it's not even worth it sometimes.
It's especially bad when it's in a JRPG. In a normal mainstream game, it's okay, but like for a JRPG, which already requires a lot of hours, that just makes it even harder for me to try to get a true ending.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm already playing this game for like 60 hours or so, or something like that. And then you're gonna tell me, oh, I had to do this certain thing in the beginning of the game or something like that to get the freaking true ending. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. If I want the true ending and it's a certain way you gotta do it, I'm definitely looking at mess up.
Oh, definitely.
I'm
I don't know how you're supposed to do it blind. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm like, if there's no guides, how am I supposed to get a true end? It
that
was a
just makes
game.
somebody mad.
Yeah, it's like, who has time for this? It
Did
was
I
a,
get a true
I don't
ending
really.
in Exilia too?
what happened?
You get the true ending in Exilia too?
Yeah, but yeah, that one was pretty easy. All you had to do was make
Yeah.
like 2 choices in the end.
Oh yeah.
In the
That's
end.
that's okay.
And that's okay. But when you're telling me I gotta recruit this character, do this at this time, and you got missable quests that can happen, and it prevents you from getting the true ending, I'm like, that's not fair because I'm playing this game for this long and I can't get all the game has to offer on my first playthrough. You're gonna make me play it again. I just don't like how just two endings
I guess that's why
sometimes.
you make multiple saves.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
I do. Well, I was saying I do agree with like the true ending thing is like the regular ending should just be kicked out and have the true ending be the actual ending to the game. And then there's like harder things like if they can make it more simple, like there's an actual path that you follow, like in Nocturne or something like that, like where it's just good or bad, do whatever you want. Then it's fine like that. But if it's just like collect all these items, talk to this person, do
Exactly.
this quest, I can't deal with it.
That's just wrong.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm indifferent to it. I'm just so used to it. You know?
Yeah, it's like at a certain point I was like, okay, is there a true ending for this game? Do I have to look it up and stuff like that? But nowadays I'm like, no, I don't feel like dealing with this at the moment.
On the other hand, it's especially in the Persona games, it's not so hard because you can make it a new game plus, and you will just speed through it.
That's true.
That's actually, and also you get to see something that is in the game, but you don't have time for it. I mean, the Persona games give you so many social links you have to complete, and it's not likely that you will complete it in the first run, but you might want to see these interesting characters and what they have to offer. So it might be interesting to make a second try. And it can only get better, especially since I think, especially in Persona 4, it's way it's way more challenging to do that because even if you're going for the new game plus, you will still get your ass kicked by the extra boss.
But I think the good thing about Persona is that they make you actually connect with the characters, make you actually like the character, so they can like get a pass for it.
Okay, yeah, that's true. It is Persona, so pass for that.
Might be. On the other hand, there's still the problem with the so-called waifu simulators and their harem endings, and that might be a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's like in Manica Mia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you get the true ending for that, you get all of it.
Get all the girls. It's just God. Japan sometimes just facepalm at Japan sometimes.
I'm just looking at School Days and say, yep, that's the harem ending you would get in real life.
Yeah, if you honestly did that, you back, you would definitely get stabbed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, especially with black girls.
No experience, so.
Okay, so I got a question. I had a question from Twitter, and I was gonna answer the person question on Twitter, but I figured I'd answer it here. He asked me, "Do you think first-person shooter games have ruined classic RPGs since first-person shooter games have RPG elements incorporated into them?"
What? That makes no sense.
Okay, let me rephrase it then. Like first-person shooters nowadays, they have like RPG elements incorporated into them.
Yeah.
So I guess he asking is has that ruined classic RPGs for the most part because the first-person shooters are taking like the best elements from RPGs, mechanics wise, I guess, and throwing it into like games like Call of Duty and stuff like that.
I don't
really see what the correlation is between them.
Yeah. Also, I don't think the
I guess you
best
could see
part of
that.
RPG is leveling up. I mean,
Yeah.
what's the best part of an RPG? I mean, I think leveling up is not the best thing about it. I think character, story, and gameplay can be way better, and I think it's not really connected. I mean, yes, it's fun to level up, and from time to time, I actually thinking of back on the time when I played Call of Duties with level up systems and thought, it can be fun, but it's not the same kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, someone said in the comments, and I was just about to say that they're probably referring to the games like Borderlands, because that does have like a RPG factor where you level, increase stats and level up. But I don't really see anything like some of the best stuff going inside shooters. Like it looks like it's pretty much the same old stuff. I don't really see anything new.
Borderlands in specific is more like a Diablo clone, actually. And in Diablo, it's actually justified for what it is. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's really a shooter because you don't have to bring in skill to play Borderlands. You just, even with a bad aim, you can kill some things. So I think it does not qualify really for that. So, well.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, so pretty much the topic still stands. It's not really.
Yeah, Borderlands has RPG on. I love Borderlands too. God,
Yeah.
I love, that game was
that's a fun game.
so amazing. I can't wait for Borderlands 3.
Yeah, they actually tested a lot of the gameplay elements with the pre-sequel, and I'm sure they will get a space theme because this time you will not hunting one world. I'm pretty sure of that. You're hunting a lot.
I never even played the pre-sequel because I felt that the pre-sequel was too much like Borderlands 2, and it wasn't worth the full price.
No, but for a budget, you can get it. It's okay. I wished it had a little bit more DLC content because I was stupid enough to buy a season pass, you know.
Oh, you got screwed.
Yeah, I got screwed.
You got screwed off that season pass.
The season pass for Borderlands 2 was cool, but this time, nah.
I never saw the point of season passes. I mean, like you don't know what's coming out. I mean, you don't know what DLC is coming out, and you don't know what DLC that comes out that's going to be with the season pass. That really got me. It's like I think in Borderlands, like some story event or something like that, or whatever, like Hammerlock's challenge that wasn't part of the season pass or something like that. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but because of this DLC, because the DLC of Borderlands 2 was so good, I thought I'd buy it. So it was building on the reputation, but it didn't pay off in the end. I mean, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed the game, and some of the gameplay elements are very good, but it's really a little bit too less for the full price, I guess. Good thing I didn't pay full price.
Good. So I was right not to get Borderlands free sequel.
Well, Steam sale is over, so you might have missed it. Sad.
Yeah, I don't even have a working PC that can run anything.
Really? Even my old piece of shit can run it. So
Borderlands,
a good piece of shit. Yeah, no problem. Runs smoothly. I think of GeForce 8800 GT with a gig.
Okay, then it'll probably do just well.
I future-proofed this thing 8 years ago.
The future is here.
Yeah.
So, Nightmare, you sent me a message earlier in the week, well, last week rather, that you want to talk about Tales of Berseria.
Yeah, kind of. We didn't have the time last time to really talk about this. And I thought, yeah, but I'm not sure if I want to talk alone about this, so... Okay, first fact, I think this is the first Tales of game that really interests me from the look of it. I don't think Tales games are bad, it's just they don't captivate me. They have a specific look that I can find a little bit generic from the design point, but I don't see them as a bad game. It's just, it doesn't draw me in. But this time it's a little bit different. Berseria's character design looks very, very much like we haven't seen before in the series, or at least I haven't seen in the series. And I think the element of story they want to convey in this looks interesting because we're not quite sure what it is. If it's the classic struggle of having a beast side in you, or what will it always be? What will be the story? Would we play a villain that halfway point makes a face turn? You know, it can be interesting, and I think this is what's really good about the game, in my opinion, from the looks we have. So might work out in the end. Might. Would be a total clusterfuck, as far as we know.
No, yeah, I do agree with you. This is like the first Tales since like what Grace's that's really been interesting me since from the trailers that we've seen. So this is really looking promising.
Just want to touch back on what Nightmare said. That Tales of games they do have this rather generic look sometimes. They have this I don't want to use the word cliche, but yeah, it's exactly how they look sometimes.
I looked at Vesteria's cover art, and sometimes I look at it and just see, damn, haven't I seen this character before? And it's strange. It's strange. At some point, these anime-style characters just mold together, and this is not good, especially if you want to have a memorable experience with the characters, because sometimes they meld together, and then you have some clusterfuck of a character mass that looks like a Frankenstein monster for you, and that's just not good. You need a unique design, in my opinion, and I think this is what Berseria is going for. Not the most unique design, but at least a little bit more distinguished.
Yeah.
I think they finally got tired of the whole freaking cliche young shonen hero stuff going on, and they finally decided to move in a more mature and darker tone, which I welcome wholeheartedly. Because like I always say, when I first saw Vesperia, I wasn't interested in it at all.
Same.
I honestly thought it was going to be my last Tales of game. Like if they continued it, and I felt the same way I felt when I first saw Vesperia with Berseria, I was definitely going to be done. Like there was no chance I was getting the next Tales of game.
Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't get the collector's edition for this one, because it wasn't really worth it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it either. I was like, no, I'm not giving them my money this time.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like though they don't deserve it, and I kind of get like it's the market they're targeting, but it's like the market they're targeting. I guess the young crowd, really young crowd, I guess. But it's like they don't always need that, you know. Mm-hmm. You can go in a different direction with it, and they'll still be interested in it. Japan is so steeped in their like roles and stuff like that, like in their ways. Yeah. They don't ever want to deviate, and I really welcome, like I said, I really welcome that Berseria is attempting to go in a different direction.
But this might backfire, at least for Japanese customers.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they want something else, and because they might think that is not what's worth it. But on the other hand, Japanese people like to rekindle their childhood a lot. They're really into the retro thing. I'm not sure why.
Well, that's just Japan.
Yeah.
They like their waifu simulators.
Well, that's another point. They definitely probably gonna like this one if they're playing as a girl as the main protagonist.
Oh yeah. They'll buy it. They'll buy it right there. So they'll buy it right there. And she's cute too. Oh, please.
Oh, yeah, she's a badass. Look at that.
They'll buy it right off the bat.
I mean, they had like a checklist. What's badass? Girl, pirate, werewolf.
All of the above.
Oh my god.
I like it.
Alright, so what else? Yeah, you said you also want to talk about Machinabridged, the Final Fantasy VII Machinabridged. Has you guys watched that?
I haven't. I didn't get a chance to.
Nah, you gotta watch it.
I posted the link. No one actually taken it. Wow.
You gotta watch it. It's pretty fucking hilarious.
It's very good.
I didn't think they would be that good, because I thought that they'd be focusing more on Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but they did pretty well for that.
Yeah. That's fun.
Check it out.
Definitely
Yep.
don't. Check it out.
It's a very interesting interpretation of the story, and it's funny, and oh man, Barrett is just the best.
I like Tifa
He had
more.
really enough. He really had enough of his motherfucking robots.
It's only between me and Nightmare. We're the only ones that know.
I'm just laughing because you guys are laughing.
Yeah,
All right.
check it out. We leave a link in the description because we always do that.
We tried to. So, you guys got any JRPG related stuff you want to talk about?
No. Oh, I do hope that we get the DLC also in Senran Kagura.
I don't know if we're gonna. Well, we should. I mean, I think we got
I
the
hope
other.
so. Yeah.
I think we got the other ones as well that came out with the first game. There was only two characters. Let's see. So, Dark Cloud 2 got confirmed to be coming on the PS2.
Oh yeah, I'm actually.
PS4.
Yeah, I actually like that one
Yeah.
way more than the first one.
It was already on the PlayStation 2. So why not?
I'm definitely gonna buy that because I don't know. I kind of like I find them both equal. Dark Cloud 1 and Dark Cloud 2. Because playing Dark Cloud 2 again was like so nostalgic and I loved it completely. Dark Cloud 2 I gotta see if it's just as good, but I don't have Dark Cloud 2 anymore, so I won't feel as bad when I buy it.
Yeah,
I'll be like, I'm rebuying the freaking game again.
yeah, it's good that they're porting over some of the more expensive games, so I'm all for that.
I just hope they get like Xenosaga on there. That would be nice. Shadow Hearts. That'd be amazing.
Bloody Roar.
Look at Bloody War.
I want Bloody Roar up there.
All right. So all right. I think I'm gonna end it right here.
Okay.
Why not?
I got some things I gotta take. All right. So we'll do the outros right about now. So Souls, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Souls, and my channel is Solo Souls, and you can check me out over there.
Over there. Okay.
Over there.
Landrew.
Yo, it's Blandrew. You can check me out at Blandrew. That's my outro.
Make sure the next time you go on a podcast, you talk about Persona 5.
Yeah, I'll try.
All right. Nightmare.
Well, it's Nightmare. It's Nightmare Alpha. You can find me on Twitter, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And it was fun.
Hopefully you're back next week. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get back next week. You guys said you're okay with Saturday, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
should
okay
be.
with it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
We will see. We will see.
Yes.
All right,
So,
guys. I'm your JRPG enthusiast, Shadow Elite, and we are signing out for the moment. We see you
Okay.
guys next time. Deuces.